got drugs in my brain, you make me feel like I'm insane. Yeah, I got ice in my veins, you made me colder than the rain. Now I got drugs.
Callie from Cloudkill out here with
SpaceMan Zack.
and
CØZYBØY.
that's what's up. You guys just rocked your sets tonight.
He rocked his set.
This kid, I had to do his chant because he rocked the song. I literally screamed CØZYBØY on my set. Like I was I was a fanboy for a second.
It was good. It was
It
good.
was crazy, bro.
Yeah, there was nice vibes here tonight and everything. We're out here in LA.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
Town.
I was gonna say I know you're not from here, but are you from around here or?
I'm from San Jose, California, so basically the Bay Area.
That's what's up. Shout out Bay Area.
Shout out the Bay Area, 408.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up. So, both of you actually have some new music out right now. I'm gonna go with Zach first because you just got your new EP, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I just released a new EP on November 19th. I have no idea when this is coming out, but it came out on November 19th. It's called Caedus. It's CAEDUS. It's a very important tape to me. I felt like for a long time I was kind of losing my way and figuring out myself as an artist and as a human being. And I feel like I finally figured that out, and I think it really reflects in that tape. Getting back to my roots of music and also experimenting with new things on top of the roots. So big shout out to T. Aubrey because he really helped me. He actually named the mixtape for me.
What does it mean?
So Caedus is actually a Star Wars character named Darth Caedus, and he is Han Solo and Princess Leia's son. And in the books, he is a hero, and then he turns evil and kills a bunch of people, and then by the end of his story, he redeems himself and becomes fulfilled again. And so I felt that kind of happened with me. I started off with the right intentions, and then I lost my way for a while, and I'm trying to redo myself. And so the word is actually derived from a Latin word called Cades, which means to slay or to kill somebody. So Aubrey came up with that because I had this compilation of songs, and he was like, let's call it Caedus. And I was like, that's fucking sick. So I wish I had named myself Caedus instead of SpaceMan Zack, because that's a cool ass. It's cool, right? Yeah. And so all the most of the song titles on it are words that are actually correlated to Star Wars. I had a song called Peso, and we changed it to Bounty because that's what they call in Star Wars. And then I have a song on there called Lumia, which is actually his love interest in the books. And so yeah, it's cool.
That's what's up. And for you, Cozy, I know we got the cozy Christmas stuff going on.
Yeah. I just dropped a little cozy Christmas EP. Christmas has kind of always been a weird time for me, just some family stuff, but also just my last Christmas for 2020 was really weird. I was living in LA. That's when COVID was really, really crazy here. And I had to move out of LA right on Christmas. So it was just this weird Christmas where I never really had one where I was just straight up just I didn't do anything. I was just driving home, just thinking. You know what I mean? It was 6-hour drive. Yeah, so that EP just kind of spawned from that whole brainchild of what it's like to really be alone, during the holidays, and what that feels like. But, it runs the gambit. It's there's wanting to be with somebody and wanting to hang out and being with somebody you love, and then being lonely, being excited for someone to come in on a plane. And then it's got this little indie track at the end that I just kind of wrote that day. That's just kind of a little one taker, just play guitar and sing.
That's good. Yeah.
That's fire as hell.
And then you have your live guy. Shout out to him, the guitar guy.
Oh yeah, Chris Jackson.
Yeah. Shout out. We said it a million times. I forgot.
That's my boy. I've been really trying to up the performance and stuff like that. And he's been rocking with me for a long time. He's believed in me for a long time. And we've worked and he's produced tracks with me and stuff like that. But now I feel it's time to start bringing him around shows and really getting that live instrument. I love I'm a guitarist myself. I love playing guitar, but it's different when I'm performing in that way. So it's really cool to be able to incorporate a live instrument into my actual set and really just try to take that to the next level. You know what I mean?
Y'all sound amazing together.
Yeah.
He kills it. That feels perfect pitch. He's a genius.
I've heard a lot of people perform with accompaniment and it doesn't go right, but y'all were on smooth.
Do you write your own guitar riffs for that?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah, like it depends. Like sometimes I'll write something on the piano, then I'll play it on the guitar. Like sometimes I just play the guitar straight up and I pitch it and chop it up. And I mean, I love being in the box and like fucking around with shit. And it's like I kind of just like I'll try to make something weird and wonky, and then I'll just like try to take it somewhere else, put a lot of reverb on it, reverse it, and just sing over it, right?
That's
And
what's
that's how
up.
a lot of my stuff goes.
So I know in our last interview you were talking about how you were going to get some live bands going with your music too, and then you dropped that those couple songs.
Yeah.
So how was it working with live musicians?
It was really cool. It was a really good experience. I feel like for a long time there was a moment in there where I was like really switching a lot of my sound into like a live instrumental like rock sound, and I love those to this day. It was a very cool experiment and like something new for me, so it was very challenging. And like I feel like as an artist, you kind of get into this like rhythm where you just know what you're doing, and then you have to challenge yourself again to make everything more interesting and make yourself more inspired. Yeah,
To innovate.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you get lack of inspiration in yourself until you start challenging yourself again. So doing that was amazing. I worked with some great people. Shouts out to Matt Malpass. Shouts out to Cold Blooded. Shouts out to Ryan Brown.
And that was all that acoustic shit you were doing, right?
Yeah, I was doing a bunch of acoustic shit, and then I was doing a bunch of like, we have a bunch of like unreleased, like never heard before. I'll show you.
Yeah.
But they're like hard rock songs.
Yeah.
They're sick.
Yeah.
But that was a really fun time. I just felt like I did it, and like I felt like when I was listening back to the songs, I just felt like I liked my other stuff a little bit better. So that's why I kind of went back to like my like emo rap, like, you know,
You didn't want to switch it up too much.
yeah,
just for
it
the
was like I
fans,
still
or-
want to release those songs eventually, just kind of find the right time. I just
Yeah.
don't want to like completely transition. Like SpaceMan Zack is now a rock star, like, you know. Like, I
You
still
could
want-
transit, yeah.
you know, just be diverse.
Bro, that's crazy that you said that, because like something similar happened to me where like I feel like I had this sound in the beginning, and then I kept like evolving it, and then I evolved it into this almost like pop, like kind of structure, like R&B pop structure. And then I was like, damn, like that's cool, but I was like, I just wanted to take it like right back.
Yeah,
Like, all
no.
the shit I've been releasing lately, it's like not a lot of hooks and like just back to what I was doing
bro.
before, and it
It
feels
was
so
like
good.
it was cool. It just like wasn't necessarily SpaceMan Zack anymore.
Yeah.
So like as a side venture, that would be amazing. It's like a, you know, like a side project. But like SpaceMan Zack is what SpaceMan Zack is, you know. And I think we've made, you know, an imprint with what SpaceMan Zack is. And SpaceMan Zack is just me. So like I want to be true to myself, be true to my fans, because they rocked with me through the whole metamorphosis of all the problems I was going through. So, you know, that's the most important thing to me, is like my fans and like honestly like my own happiness too. So
Yeah, and then also too, if you already dipped your, you know, toes into something different, and then you come back and you go back to the drawing table, and you're like, wait a minute, maybe I should just continue with what I'm doing, because we get so tired sometimes of what we're doing, and then we don't realize how many people actually support
like
that
still
craft.
love it.
Yeah.
That's how I think that's a little bit of how I was like I think people are probably just gonna get bored of what I'm doing.
No.
And then
yeah.
there's ways to improve on the sound still, so where people won't get bored, but still like have your core sound, you know. And it's cool to like experiment. Like I have songs with like EDM producers and stuff like that. But like the main thing is like you bring that core SpaceMan Zack to it. Like you bring the flavor, you know, instead of just completely abandoning. You bring it to the new thing, you know. And so I think that's very important.
It's like people could always identify SpaceMan Zack on any track.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I think there was a couple songs that I made there where like that was lost. You know, like I would listen to it and I'm like, oh, this doesn't really sound like SpaceMan Zack. You know what I'm saying? So, but good music, anyways.
Yeah, and you
it's
pull
fun to make.
you pull up on people's playlists. Like, a couple people came up to you tonight and was like, wait a minute, I've heard you on my playlist before.
Dude, yes,
so there you
bro.
go.
I had someone come up to me like right after my set, and they were like, I didn't know who you were, was just sticking around to see you, and then you played Coke in the bathroom, and I realized that I've listened to that song like 100 times. Didn't know it was you in the person. I was like, that's crazy, bro. Dude, so I played a show in Fort Worth like 2 weeks ago, and the bartender that was working there, she was like, what is this show? Like, I'm the bartender, I don't know what's going on. I was like, my name's SpaceMan Zack, I'm a rapper, I'm headlining the show, whatever. And she was like, oh, well, I can't wait to hear your music. And she was like, my little son always comes to me with like emo rap, and like he sings me lyrics, and I'm like, you know, like, how do you know this song, whatever. And so I got off stage, and she goes, okay, so one of the songs that my son comes to me and sings is Cocaine in the Bathroom.
Oh my
and
God.
I was like, first of all, I'm sorry, because it's a very inappropriate song to me, you know. But she was like, no, it's cool. At least he has good taste in music. And I was like, that's so cool. Like, your fucking son knows who I am. That's wild. And like, sick. It's crazy.
Well, another thing to stretch out your guys' music and then get you more promo and exposure is your music videos. You both have some good music videos out. So let's talk about yours first, Cozy.
I mean, I'm always just trying to innovate with the ideas. Like, I feel like one thing I do really well is like, I really try to like think of something that I haven't seen before. You know what I mean? Like one of the videos it's actually gonna come out soon. It might be out by the time this comes out, but it's for this song called "Wake Up Dead." And I just had this dream that I woke up on like the river Styx, which is like some Greek mythology shit, like River of the Dead. And I woke up that I woke up, or I dreamt that I woke up like on my bed floating down the river Styx. And like basically like what I did was I took like an air mattress, and my homie had a pool, and then we just blew up this air mattress, dressed it up like a bed, threw it in the pool. I bought a fucking oar, literally, like a paddle, and then I just hopped up in the middle of the pool with this crazy ass fog machine. And I bought a bunch of like bones from like Amazon, like the Halloween bones, threw them in the pool. They all like floated. We like put a skeleton on the bottom of the pool and just like filmed the whole thing just like my dream was. But it's like, I just think it's like very visually compelling. You know what I mean? So it's like I always try to tap into like almost like each video is like I'm playing a character, like, or it's like Cozy Boy in a different setting. You know what I mean? And I think that's something I really strive for and love. I also just love film. I love movies, so I just try to incorporate as much as I can.
That's great.
Yo, that's like creative as fuck too. That video, like that's so cool.
Bro, that
I
video's
love that
gonna
like
be
behind the
crazy
scenes
when it
creative where it's like
Yeah.
how it was actually made, you know? Like we have videos where it's like a scene where like the camera's spinning above me and we literally just duct taped it to the ceiling, you know what I'm saying? Like like I love that shit. That's so
I love that. That's so
Yeah, you said that in the car one, you duct taped your camera to the.
Yeah, up until like this year, we didn't have a car mount, and we like to do a lot of car scenes. So we would literally just go through rolls of duct tape, duct taping Aubrey's camera to the car, and then he would go as you're driving, just watch it. If it starts wiggling, please slow down. Like, don't drop my camera. Like, it was crazy. I know this man was having anxiety the whole fucking time about it. But in terms of videos, shouts out to Aubrey. I'm super big into like. I love like cinematic stuff. I love stuff that has like a storyline to it, even if it's like the storyline's not super like in your face, you know, like it's like up to the it's like up to the viewer to like figure out what it means to them. And so like a big example of that would be like my Wicked album, where we shot a couple of videos, and if you watch them in the right order, they actually take place in chronological order. And the album is all about the world ending, and I'm the last person left in the world. And so you watch the first one, and it's like me, and I'm like kind of like dusty, whatever. I'm walking through like some abandoned buildings and stuff. Then you go to the second one, my beard's a little longer, my hair's a little nappier. And then you go to the third one, and it actually it goes, and I'm like walking, and I fall to my knees, and then it like cuts into like my head, and it's like me performing the song, and then it cuts the song out, and it comes back, and I fall over, and I'm like done. Like I've wandered for a year, you know, like I'm done. And then it like zooms out, and this man is beautiful for this. It zooms out, and we actually had to plant a plant in the mud, and it zooms out, and it's like there's a flower growing, like where it's like supposed to be a wasteland, and it's supposed to be like, this is like the death of old Zack, this is the birth of a new beginning. And it's like a very beautiful concept that, again, shouts out to the man, because I'm nothing without that man. So yeah, thank you.
That's what's up. Well, let's do our rounds. Where can people find your music?
Me? You can find it on Spotify, SoundCloud, CØZYBØY, slashes in the O's, one word. YouTube, pretty much everywhere, to be honest with you.
That's what's up. And then everywhere.
My music is everywhere. It's SpaceMan Zack. It's ZACK because everyone spells that wrong.
With the NH, huh?
Yeah, with an H. Also, the M in man is capitalized. Please, everyone does that too. It's capital S space capital M man, and then Zack, Z-A-C-K. And then like, you know, all my social medias are at the SpaceMan Zack, except for my Instagram, which is SpaceMan Zack is dead. So.
All right, well, check in the excuse me, check in the bio for that for sure. And is there anything you guys would like to say to your fans before you sign out? We'll start with Cozy.
Just thanks for everybody who listens and supports us, because we get to do what we love, and it's not easy all the time, and it's truly a blessing, and it's amazing, and it's like allows us to get through our own shit and then help other people get through their shit, which is like probably the most beautiful thing anybody could ever really do, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, on top of that, same thing. Thank you to everyone. Like, people don't, like, we are literally like blessed with the best jobs ever.
We're
in the
just
world.
humans, bro. We're just humans.
And like, we are just like normal kids, you know, who just like got lucky enough to have people support us, and it means the world to us when you guys reach out and show your support. And the fact that, like, you know, we can do this for a living and like have, you know, like a whole career out of it is just a beautiful thing, that we can share our raw emotions. The thing that like just helps us get through the day now helps other people get through the day. That's a beautiful thing. So I love you guys so much. You guys are beautiful.
That's what's up. Well, this is Callie from Cloud Kill signing out here with
Cozy Boy.
And SpaceMan Zack. Shout out
And
Cloud
SpaceMan
Kill.
Zack.
Thanks. Oh yeah, live
Shout out
footage.
Cloud Kill.
Live footage coming.
Hell yeah.
Later.
Thank you guys.
Love you.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a cold Christmas. It's gonna be a cold Christmas. It's gonna be